So we are back on some JJK Phantom Parade because, well, some crazy stuff is happening. Some very, very big crazy stuff now. As we all are aware, JP has just had basically the whole movie revamp, right? The previous movie characters all got their SP unleashed, and obviously to the newest additional character being added onto the game is of course this Yuta, who is a phenomenal blue DPS character, right? Such an amazing attacker. And so this is kind of, in my opinion, where the pre-anniversary is at, because fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, we are 2 weeks off from the official 2nd year anniversary for Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. So the way they did it last year, in like a week or so time, there was a live stream which informed us on what's going on. So I think that will be the case again for this year, right? So we'll find out sooner than later on what is going on with the 2nd year anniversary. Now, the interesting thing about all of this is that obviously we're talking about from the JP perspective, right? And so global players are using this time to kind of manage on who they want to go for. You know, obviously it comes to the point where you see a character, you see that they're broken, I want that, and then next thing you know, here comes another broken character. But then again, like I said, you get the future look on, or the future sight of seeing what's to come, and then you can kind of disperse your currency through that way. So it gives global that luxury of choosing on who you need and want, of course. Now, I say all of that, I don't think the anniversary is, yeah, I don't think the anniversary you might have that luxury. Because, what if I told you that the global anniversary is coming up? Mind you, global has not even caught up with JP, and we know this because originally we thought that was the plan, right? Because they were kind of ×2 speeding global. Then we found out that is not the plan, so them speeding up global was highly unnecessary and it kind of affected the game in a negative way. And obviously with the anniversary approaching in just under 2 weeks, or around 2 weeks, you would have thought that, okay, global players, we've got enough time, we've still got this amount of characters to wait on, so we've got this amount of events to utilize to gather more gems. It seems the anniversary is in 2 weeks for global. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think the developers have lost it, but it's best if I show you guys on what's going on. So this has been basically tweeted on their account. Global Edition, 1st anniversary celebration. Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade Global Edition is approaching its 1st anniversary. Bro, what is going on? What is going on? So if I enlarge in this, yeah. The Yuta that we just got is dropping on global. Event duration after the maintenance on November 7th to December 11th. Yeah. And then with that, there's a blue pickup banner. SP Unleashing for the movie characters. They literally just said, screw all of this content, let's go straight to the pre-annie content. I don't know what's going on anymore. And then on top of all of that, they have added the 2nd layer of potential unlocks, so that's going to be fun. And they've added the newest difficulty, so this is now the hard difficulty for the boss fight, where they've got 10 health bars, of course. So that's going to be fun, and again, global players are really going to have fun with that one, because again, it is tough. It is tough. I'm not going to take that. I mean, as long as you can get to the red mark, that's fine. That's what I always say. Try and get to the red mark so that way you can maximize your reward intake. So there's that. Now I'm sure more things are to follow, because I don't know what more they're going to be adding, but just to give you guys a bit of a look down, just to confirm it, this was the previous roadmap that we got, and obviously as you guys can see right here, 21st of November is when it all kicks off, hence why I say 2 weeks, boys, and it is going down. But the craziness of it all is I decided to go back and be like, right, what's the last thing that global got? And I believe it was this Spirited Toji, right? Which means global is missing out on one, let's have a look, 2, they're skipping the Megami, which is crazy. That's 2, 3, 4. Anyone else? 4. So that's 4 piece of, well, okay, well, excluding the whole character, but that's 4 pieces of events being missed. I mean, of course they'll go back to it, but it's crazy for them to be like, right, we're skipping all of that, we're getting the pre-annie stuff in, and then we're gonna go straight into the anniversary. So global, unfortunately, you won't have the insight on what's going down, but regardless, anniversary characters are typically game-changing. They are, for the most part, broken to an absolute T. So it's more of the case of just kind of being like, alright, it's go time. But at the same time, those that are utilizing the events to gather more gems, it really does suck. I'm not gonna lie, that amount of content just being missed out on, well, not missed out on, but delayed, postponed, that is bad. I don't know why. I don't know what they were thinking. It's crazy. But Yuta's coming on in about what, 3 days time? Of course, people are gonna go crazy for him, but it puts everyone. It puts Global in such a bad position because obviously people do want this Yuta, and I completely understand. And then straight after Yuta, it's literally the anniversary. So like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of things now. But then again, Yuta is out till December 11th, so you've got time to yeah, you don't have to summon for Yuta. That might be the wisest choice to those that have low currency or maybe for free to play. In that case, maybe hold off from pulling Yuta, see what the anniversary is announced, because of course through the anniversary livestream they'll announce 2 of the anniversary characters, and then from that point on you can kind of see on what's going on, because at the end of the day, let's be real, what we were waiting for, V2 Sukuna, Flame Divine Arrow Sukuna. When he drops, you already know, because obviously you saw how broken the first Sukuna was for this game. That man running, he still runs it low-key. So, yeah, but this is pretty much what Global's going to get. Oh my, I can't believe it. That was insane to see, I'm not going to lie. At first I thought I was dreaming. I was like, there's no way they're about to do some craziness on Global and just skip everything and go straight into the Annie. And lo and behold, that they are. They should have pre-announced it or something, but yeah, Global is just a hot mess with how it's being managed. I don't know what more to say, boys. I do not know what more to say, but hey, all the best, good luck, my Global peeps out there. But yeah, anniversary is in 2 weeks, and hopefully, again, in a week's time, we get a live stream or some form of announcement on what the plan is going forward with what's to come at the very beginning of the anniversary. Please, please, please keep in mind, every single anniversary JJK Phantom Parade has always had 3 characters. They've always announced the first 2, and they always keep the 3rd character a little bit of a secret and just kind of drop him, and it's always someone crazy, so just bear that in mind when the first 2 get announced. And obviously it's going to be hype, but just be wary, whoever is lurking in the shadows is the 3rd character. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, good luck to my Global players out there, man. This is crazy. I can't believe they did that. They are absolutely insane for that, but hey, here we are.